What? What is up, fans? What are we doing? Like, it just doesn't make sense. The Dolphins have had trade discussions with Pittsburgh Steelers about their lone Pro Bowl selection last season, tight end Jonnu Smith, per league sources. Those talks came after Smith expressed an interest in reworking his deal that is scheduled to pay him $4.8 million this season. With Smith seeking a new contract, Miami sought out a trade partner. Because why not pay one of your top producers on offense? Last season, Smith set the franchise record for tight ends in receptions, receiving yards, and touchdowns. Why would you want to give him a longer contract and kind of be like, thank you for being a friend? Smith's preference, per sources, is to stay in Miami under a reworked deal. Now this, I'm like dumbfounded. I'm literally dumbfounded. So, per Field Yates, Steelers offensive coordinator Arthur Smith loves Jonnu Smith. He's had him as a young player in Tennessee and then aging again in Atlanta. So that's why the Steelers are a situation that they're like, hey, go get him, please. Even though they have Freiermuth, they're like, go get him. Now, Jonnu Smith's contract isn't crazy. Like, this is it. Give him a contract extension, Miami. Like, what are you doing? He should be getting a contract extension. Brooks should be getting a contract extension. And Steelers should be getting a contract extension. And I know what you're going to say. Well, what money do we have to do that? You can give extensions. And by giving extensions, you can restructure in a way to clear cap space this year. We have $13 million in cap space. Then we're going to gain more after trading Jalen Ramsey, literally probably Monday. It's like, what are the Dolphins doing right now? It just makes zero sense to me. It's like, oh, hey, you performed, you produced for us, and you did really, really well, and thank you for that. Oh, you want to be paid accordingly? Oh, well, we're gonna trade you. We're gonna get rid of you. We're not gonna get ahead of it. We're not gonna be like, we're not gonna reward you for doing well on the team. We're just gonna get rid of you. How many players after Andrew Van Ginkel, and how many players do we just let go instead of paying? And then we'll waste $2 million that we can use towards giving Jonnu Smith a contract extension and bring back Liam Eichenberg. Like, it's just so butt backwards. Try not to curse on this channel. I really do, but this team makes it hard for me not to curse. Literally trading Jalen Ramsey, right, we'll go from $13 million in cap space to $23 million in cap space. So I don't want to hear anyone say we don't have the money. We are literally saving $9.9 million by trading Jalen Ramsey. So I don't want to hear any of that. He wants to stay in Miami. He was one of, if not the top producer on our offense. He helped us win games against the Jets. After you started using him properly, it's like, this shouldn't be a thing, right? And I get frustrated. I get frustrated with the cornerback position. I get frustrated with them not doing something here and not there. And I get told to calm down, relax. It's just this. It's just that. And then they do something else like this. And they do something else like that. And they do. Why is Chris Greer still here? Why? There's a laundry list of good players that man let walk because they wanted more money. And I know there's a certain part of the fan base that said, you signed the contract, you should play out your contract. But then they're the same people who want to cut people because they didn't produce up to their contract. It's okay to cut people if they don't produce up to their contract, because we can null and void that contract. But if people overproduce their contract, well, you got to play that. It's such a hypocrisy. It's hilarious to me. I've been saying Steelers should get a contract extension and not rework, not restructure, an extension. Jonnu should get one and Brooks should get one. That will also clear up cap space. Because Steelers cap hit is about 12.4 million. You give him an extension, you could probably lower that by moving some of the money to signing bonuses. You do the same thing with Jonnu, give him a contract extension, and then back end it or do whatever you need to do when you have more cap space. Because the Dolphins are, if they move on from Tyreek Hill and if they move on from certain guys next year, they're going to have a lot of money in cap space next year. Same thing with Brooks, who's getting 11 million. You can rework their deals, you can give them extensions, and you can save cap space by giving the guys who earned it their money. But now we're going to sit here and we're going to let these guys walk, or we're going to trade them. He prefers to stay in Miami. He literally said it himself. He prefers to stay in Miami. What are we doing? What are we doing here? It makes no sense. I hope and pray to everything and everyone and anyone that's listening that they figure it out and they give him an extension and they make him feel more whatever instead of trading him. Because then all of a sudden a big chunk of your offense is gone. Jonnu Smith was a big part of this offense. Helped us in, you had that Raiders game where he caught that touchdown. You had the Jets game where he won it in overtime with the catch and his yak with the screens. Like, there's so many games where you can look at Jonnu and how much he really helped this team. And the fan base loves him and everyone's so happy that he's here. And then all of a sudden, that's probably why he's not at OTAs. It's because he wants a contract extension. Hey, can I get more than $4 million a year? Since I'm like a top 5 tight end last year and I'm making bottom 5 in money. No. You want more money? You want to be paid as well as you produce? Well, we're going to trade you now. How dare you ask us that? What kind of crap is that? And then we're going to go into the season with Julian Hill and Pharaoh Brown? It makes no sense. If they trade him, it's the dumbest thing this team has ever done. Well, one of, because there's a lot of other things dumb teams this team's done. They trade him, though. I don't care what the record is. Gurd needs to be gone because this is just dumb at this point. And if you knew he wanted an extension and you didn't draft a tight end, and I'm not talking about in the first 2 rounds, but you didn't make an effort to draft a tight end, and if you knew he wanted an extension for a certain period of time, it's even more of a reason to get rid of Chris Gurd. I don't know why he's still with the team, to be honest with you. This is just dumb at this point. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think. I'll give you updates. This is just ridiculous. I'm sure I checked the video out earlier today. 2025's all on Tua. And I'm sitting for this one. A lot of you guys were like, Jesus, how tall are you? I told you I'm 6'5". I'm a tall man. So I'm sitting for this one. I'll see you in the next one. Tomorrow, OTA's day 3. Per usual, stay classy. Fins up.